So I've got to talk more about why I hate Wicked so much. I mean, the movies are fine. The movies have a lot of good things to them, the performances and everything. Like Wicked for Good, there's only one uh, facial expression that will haunt your nightmares for the rest of your life, but the rest of it's good and good enough in various ways. But Wicked, the story, what Wicked is, the book, the idea that comes from the books, it really sucks. It's really bad for just anti-Oz reasons. It's not Oz, it's very anti-Oz, the opposite of Oz in a lot of ways. And one of the ways I can think of to describe it to you is based on a video I saw earlier. 10 things that we see differently in the Wizard of Oz now that we've seen Wicked. And I want to emphasize right up front that there's nothing that we should see differently in the Wizard of Oz because of Wicked, because Wicked is anti-Oz. It's a corruption of Oz. It's not a prequel to Oz. It's nothing like that. It doesn't make sense. Like some of the 10 things are things that don't make sense if you try to connect the two stories because it doesn't make sense. It's not connected. It's really a reversal of a lot of the principles of Oz, not just the characters, but the principles of Oz and what it's really all about. So it really is kind of a betrayal or corruption of Oz. And the idea that we should see that our idea of Oz should change because of Wicked is just disgusting to me. If anything, our idea should change. Our idea of the Wizard of Oz movie and the story we know from the Wizard of Oz movie should change because of the books. Like the books should allow people to see a whole nother side of Oz that's even better than what the original movie described. Instead, we went the other direction with Wicked making another way to look at Oz that's far worse, far worse than the original movie, which is already worse than the books themselves. So the idea that we should see Oz differently, or even the original Wizard of Oz movie, to me is just very offensive and hurtful to people's conception of things because the Wizard of Oz is itself a foundational cultural touchstone or reference for everybody. Although it's also very telling that they try to replace something as good as Oz with something as bad as Wicked, because they do the same thing with America itself. Like the American dream, they've replaced with the horrific sham that is MAGA. They did it with Jesus and Christianity. Jesus is love, but Christianity has become hate and it's a sham of Jesus. And so the only good thing about this arrangement is if you can see that there's something beyond Wicked, that there's Oz, then it can help you get out of all of those traps into the good thing beyond. So thanks. Check out the books and let me know what you think about some of these ideas in these other videos. I'm going to talk about the ideas of Wicked.